So, Brandon Buckingham, I think about a week or so ago, dropped a pretty big diss track. Right here, he dropped a pretty big diss track. I was calling out a bunch of people. JiDion was one of them. I watched his 2.5-hour Sneeko video. And at the end of the video, he was pretty much like, hey, you know, I think it was really, I didn't like the fact that people that said that they were my friend still associated with Sneeko, despite the fact that they knew that he pushed false allegations against me. So like, okay. I mean, I was like, I think maybe he went a little too far, but honestly, I could totally understand why he would react like that. So apparently JiDion reacted to it, and then Brandon Buckingham reacted to JiDion reacting to that. So I will now react to Brandon Buckingham reacting to JiDion reacting to the diss track. Okay.
That JiDion. Yo, that ass.
Whoa. All right, so let's get to this video. Sorry.
JiDion think he is. You know what's worse than one YouTube? A black YouTube.
Before this video starts, just know I'm going to be eating cheese this whole video because I'm cheese crazy. And my merch is almost sold out, so if you want to buy some merch, go to thebuckinghamshop.com right now and buy yourself some cold-ass writing gear.
Why not just re-record it?
I'm not going to re-record it, because it doesn't matter that much. The mic is like really blown out, so pardon the shitty mic levels, because it sounds like shit. Howdy there, partner. I'm gonna make a little video, short little video. I'll give you some details, and I'll address this.
Definitely not
This will be the last of these kind of videos I'm gonna make for a long while, I hope. And I want to start out off by saying major props to JiDion for being the only one that I dissed that actually addressed it and talked about it. Everyone else is hiding from it, running from it. And I mean, it takes a lot of heart to listen to a diss track about you on stream live. So I appreciate JiDion reacting to it.
Is he eating string cheese? I'm jealous.
For those that don't know, I met JiDion in early 2021 before he was rich and famous. And I always thought he was a really good dude. I considered him one of my closest friends. Really liked him a lot.
Well, that's where you messed up. The fact that you thought like friends, cringe. There's your big problem.
In about April of this year, he ended up giving me a little bit of money to help him ghostwrite an event plan for his videos. So five out of his last 10 videos on his main channel were my idea and ghostwritten by me, but we had an agreement.
Interesting.
So five.
Wait, but why would you? I feel like that might break some kind of like NDA or some kind of shit that would get you to potentially lose some kind of credit. Okay.
5 out of his last 10 videos on his main channel were my idea and ghostwritten by me, but we had an agreement. He doesn't owe me anything. I just want to preface it with saying that. And he said repeatedly that I'm one of his favorite YouTubers, one of the best YouTubers, underrated. Doesn't matter. Whatever. He was someone I considered a brother, someone I really appreciated.
All right.
And then,
Fair.
as you guys have seen, I have spoken ill of him. So let's get into his reaction to me speaking bad about him.
This is all I'm gonna say.
Damn, so this is a lot. They seem to have more of a relationship than I had thought. I mean, he's ghostwriting for him. They were hanging out before he was like famous. Okay.
About it because, like, I feel like I've already said my piece on it. I think Sneeko is 1,000% wrong for what he said about Brandon. I've said this on stream. I think, bro, you don't say someone R word. You know, like using R word accusations is the worst thing ever.
Sure,
and
yeah.
fucking, I tell Sneeko that to his face that he's fucking wrong. You know, he doesn't want to believe it, but he is.
I think Brandon's argument is that like you still associated with him after the fact. After the fact that like this whole thing happened, which was shitty and did get Brandon like a bunch of backlash. What I will say though is that, like, to be absolutely honest, to my understanding, Brandon didn't really talk about the Sneeko situation. Like, well, okay, so the video that Brandon dropped didn't happen for like a few months. Brandon wanted to put together like a huge, comprehensive, like, you know, big FU to Sneeko, and I think he did that. But like the problem is that like unfortunately, and he shouldn't have to defend himself against a false accusation. That's kind of ridiculous to even push it in the first place, obviously. But he should have jumped the gun and still went with, like, you know, the false accusation. He should have discounted it with like a video like instantaneously. But he kept delaying the release of the video, and I think part of it's because he didn't want it to seem like he was like jumping on the Sneeko train to make it performative. But he still should have went for it. That being said, I think it's a valid criticism to say like, hey, I don't think that you should be associating yourself with Sneeko. I mean, I've said it before, I'll say it again. A lot of people in Sneeko's sphere gave him far too much benefit of the doubt, considering some of like the really shitty things he was doing. like the anti-Semitic shit, the racist shit. You know, like, bro, it's just fucking. It is mind blowing. I think that a lot of people were giving him a big benefit of the doubt from his like past content when he used to be a sane, normal content creator. And oh, he was in a mental hospital. Is that why? Interesting. I didn't know that. Well, that's unfortunate. He's mad at JiDion for doing exactly what he wanted Steezy to do when Sneeko told him to cut ties with Brandon. I don't think that's true, though. Because in that situation, Sneeko was lying about what Brandon said to try to get him to break that relationship. Whereas on the other hand, like, Brandon was trying to get him to be defended by the lie, like from the lie. You know what I mean? Yeah.
But I'm not gonna lie, like it really hurt me that in Brandon's video, you know, like it's not even that he just came after me. It's like he came after all of his friends, you know.
Pardon me eating my cheese stick here, but yeah, he's saying it hurt him that I came after all my friends. My point is, if these people are really my friends, how are they going to continually, like JiDion for instance, how is he going to continually collaborate with, promote, and stream with Sneeko whenever he knows that guy made up, in his own words, one of the worst things you can make up about someone? He made up a fake rape allegation about me. JiDion knows how horrible it is, but then he continues to stream with him and collaborate with him. What kind of shit is that? I mean, it just seems like complete bullshit. A real friend to me wouldn't do that. A real friend would say, Dan, he said, what about you?
What is that keeps
I mean,
flashing?
it just seems like complete bullshit. A real friend to me wouldn't do that. A real friend would say, Dan.
Enjoy the what? Enjoy that lip smacking. Oh, okay.
Dan, he said, what about you? Oh, he said it publicly? Oh, you're getting all this hate? All right, well, I'm not going to fuck with him anymore. And mind you, I've known JiDion way longer than he's known Sneeko. In my opinion, we were way closer. But whatever. I mean, it's neither here nor there. He's someone that doesn't hold grudges and is very forgiving and overly understanding. And I don't operate that way. You know, I grew up around a bunch of drug addicts, and a lot of people, if they'll burn you once, they'll burn you twice. So if you burn me once, I typically tell you to fuck off. And from a business,
I mean, I get where you're coming from, bro. I feel like it's fair. You know what I mean? I feel like it's a fair argument.
Perspective, being friends with all these people that I dissed, I would have benefited a lot more by being friends with them. You know,
True.
It doesn't help my business to not be friends with them. It helps my mental health and it helps my brain, because I can't let these people get close to me because they're fake. They're very fake in my opinion.
Enjoy the meds. Thank you.
Yeah. But let's hear what else he has to say.
Our side of YouTube is really small, chat. Like our side isn't really big. I'd say there's maybe 12 of us. 12 of us in like the mic'd up community. You know what I mean? Like it's not too many of us, and like, you know, we keep it in the circle, bro. You know, it's never any drama. You know, we just all kind of like keep to ourselves, checking on each other and everything.
Yeah, the good old mic'd up cult.
Listen, I don't know exactly who's in that circle or not. I'm gonna make a reasonable assumption that like Sneeko's in that circle in some capacity. Okay. The thing is that everybody decided to like not take sides in this topic, which I get it in the one hand, but like also this isn't like a petty thing. It was petty. Brandon was being petty, but then Sneeko took it to like a whole new level, like pushing the false rape. Like, oh, he threatened to rape my girlfriend, even though the dude didn't at all. If you saw the DMs, that wasn't what happened at all. I guess I should qualify that for people who don't know. It's that what happened is that Brandon Buckingham was talking to Sneeko in DMs, and they had like met up before at like a creator event or some capacity. And he was like, "Yo, you want to fight me?" Basically, like, you know, for content, nothing crazy. And then Sneeko's like, "Oh, you're riding my dick too hard." Brandon took that like personally. He went on his Snapchat, or excuse me, his Instagram. And he basically put like his whole speech out about how Sneeko's like afraid to fight him. He's a pussy. He's like, "Oh, you don't want, you know, you want the smoke? Here we go," kind of a thing. Huh. Like the vernacular I'm using, you want the smoke? Huh, learned that yesterday. Just kidding. Anyway, being so stupid. And then said like, "Oh, me and my boys are going to come to town and we're going to run a train on your girlfriend like she wants us to." That's not a credible threat in any capacity. Even if he didn't say like she wants us to, there's not an actual credible sexual assault threat. And on top of that, Sneeko's initial reaction is like, "Yo, the guy's just trying to disrespect me the way that he feels disrespected by me." And then all of a sudden that changed later when he wanted to try to distance Brandon from another one of his friends. So with all that being said, the proper response from everybody would have been like, "Yo, bro, what you're doing is fucked up. You need to apologize and you need to stop this." And then to an extent, publicly, grouply shame him until he apologizes. But because Sneeko has a surrounding of people, honestly, not really pushing back accurately, not really treating him the way that you should be treated for the shit that you're saying. Like when just the insane shit that's going on, he's going to continuously engage in the behavior. That's what happens when people don't police that behavior. And you could argue that maybe Sneeko would actually be less of a shitty content creator if the people in his circle called him out more. I understand, it's like, well, I disagree with Sneeko. There's sometimes where, like, bro, when you're on stream with Nick Fuentes making fun of Jewish people, proposing the idea that Jewish people run the world, when you're talking about how, like, every COVID statistic is wrong, it's all conspiracy, that statistics lie, but then you're on stream with Nick Fuentes and he's like, black and Hispanic people are just biologically inferior, and you're like, oh, I'd like to see the statistic. When you have this weird perspective on shit, when you're just being like a hateful, disrespectful piece of shit, I don't understand. I would never let that fly in a friend group of mine, and my friends would never let that fly either. And that's the really weirdest thing. Like, it's like you've been getting away with talking the way that you've been talking for too long. Like, in a friend group of mine, like, if any of us talk to each other the way that Sneeko talked to anybody else, I smack the fuck out of them. Like, I'd get my friends and we would smack the fuck out of each other, and we'd be like, we deserve that. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that's not something that we would fucking allow to happen. That's the problem, is that they'd be like, yeah, I disagree with you, Sneeko, but it's like, you're being a little too cordial. Be a little hard. Be like, bro, I can't be associated with you if you're gonna say some fucking wild shit. Like, just do that. Imagine, like, Destiny or I was like, bro, the shit you're saying is fucking wild, and like, I just can't be associated with you if you're gonna be like this fucking insane. Just call him out, bro, and they'd be like, you know what? I can't get away with like talking this shit. Like, it's like, yeah, well, we disagree with him. It's like, okay, but disagreeing, and then, like, I understand the concept of tolerance, but you don't have to be like, you can be like, I'm going to engage with this idea, and if I disagree with it, you know what? I think I should disengage, because obviously we're not getting anywhere. I don't know how long the excuse of, like, I'm trying to de-radicalize him can really hold up. You know? So that's the whole argument. JiDion and then their friends should be like, yo, bro, this shit's way too far. Like, you have to apologize to Brandon, or we can't fuck with you anymore. I mean, that's fair. It's a fair thing to say.
I feel like I've been a part of the Mic'd Up cult since the beginning, since its inception, and now I've volunteered.
But then, sorry for cutting up, but then the problem is that, like, when you get into like YouTube and like social media sphere, things become so weird, different, and like unintentionally, and sometimes well, of course, intentionally in some cases, but in some cases unintentionally performative. Where, like, you're starting to value, because you're now mixing friendships with like a career in a weird way that's not normal for like the outside world. And all of a sudden you're like, yeah, well, when I talk to Sneeko, I get popularity, and then I get subscribers, and like, maybe Sneeko's not so bad. And then you start to get almost encouraged by like getting paid, basically. And I'm not saying it's an active thing where he's like, where people are like, yeah, I'm gonna forsake my moral values for some money. It's one of those things where you're like, oh, you're associating a positive experience of making more money and getting more views with associating with somebody, and then like we hit this sphere of like, that's the problem with YouTube. And most people who to an extent would sell out their moral values, and I think everybody's been there, absolutely, myself included. That's my whole TikTok shit, you know, towards the end of that, you know, people do that shit. They sell out, they unintentionally sell out their moral values for some money. And I think the problem is people think that it's an active thing. But people aren't, like, JiDion's not thinking about it like that. He's not like, oh man, I'm gonna sell my friend out for some money. He's not thinking like that. But that's what the unfortunate thing is happening.
Voluntarily exited from it. In my opinion on those people that are in the Mic'd Up cult, they're very fake. They're very self-centered, young little kids that just care about themselves. They don't really have any loyalty. You can film with them. You can do a whole video with them. They won't even credit you in the description. Damn. They won't give you any props. I mean, it's just very weird behavior. It's bizarre. They're self-centered. And yeah, I don't fuck with the Mic'd Up cult. Fuck the Mic'd Up cult. That's my opinion on that.
I don't want any hate, because I still have so much love for Brandon, bro. Like, I still consider him my brother, but he hopped on stream and he was just talking bad about me, and it like really hurt. It hurt to the fact of like, I couldn't even watch it. Like, I literally had to have my editor tell me about it. Like, I was out filming, and my editor just calls me, and he's like, bro, and he just tells me like what Brandon's saying about me, and I'm just like, damn. And I'm not gonna lie, like, the filming session the rest of the day wasn't the same. Like, it really hurt, because, like, you know, I really consider Brandon a friend.
So he considers us friends. We're like brothers, like I'm saying. We're very close. And he feels how bad it hurts whenever he perceives me as wronging him. He thinks that me speaking ill of him he thinks me speaking ill of him is me wronging him. But he's not really understanding that him continually streaming with and promoting Sneeko.
Sorry, just hey, I'm Papa Gut and I have a TikTok phase I'm going to keep talking about. Yes, that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to bring up my past failures every once in a while. Okay, dude, come on. Cut me some fucking slack.
Publicly, while I'm behind the scenes helping him with his content and helping him better his work, that hurts me. It affects me, because he's giving more attention and more props and more viewers to Sneeko, a man that tried to paint me as a rapist, while I'm getting nothing. Like, how does a friend do that? Would you do that to your brother? Someone makes up fake rape allegations about your brother, someone you consider a brother, and then you're gonna go collaborate with and stream with and promote the guy who made up the allegations.
He's got a good point, bro.
It just makes no sense. And he said to me like, oh, I'm not promoting with him. I don't even agree with a lot of what he says. Bro, when you react to someone and you stream with someone, you collaborate with someone, it helps them. That's a fact. Like, you're platforming them, you're promoting them, you're helping them. That's a fact. But what JiDion said to me is he doesn't want to react to my content because he doesn't want to use me. And then when I confronted him about reacting to Danny Mullen's content, who he claimed to not like, he said, oh, well, he just made a good video. I wanted to show him love. So whenever...
Wait a minute. The plot thickens a little bit.
He doesn't want to react to my content. You're promoting them, you're helping them. That's a fact. But what JiDion said to me is he doesn't want to react to my content because he doesn't want to use me. And then when I confronted him about reacting to Danny Mullen's content, who he claimed to not like, he said, oh, well, he just made a good video. I wanted to show him love. So whenever... And I have all the evidence of this. I'm not going to post the evidence unless...
Wait, that's fucked up. I don't know. I mean, I don't know what JiDion's perspective is on that. You know? But if this is the case... and JiDion was like making excuses to react to Brandon Buckingham's content, but he was reacting to other people's content, that's kind of a dick move, bro. Because what that sounds like to me, and again, like JiDion might have his own side, but what that sounds like to me, bro, is JiDion, like, if they're aware that like the reaction content from JiDion would like bump his views up, but he's just like, nah, I don't want to watch it. To throw that like bone to you. Damn. I don't want to believe it, bro. That's damn.
unless JiDion wants to say I'm lying.
Wow.
JiDion, if you want to say I'm lying, I have a lot of stuff compiled, but I won't do that to you right now. But yeah, whenever you want to react to me, who you know makes good content and helps you with your content massively behind the scenes, that's using me. But whenever you want to react to someone like Danny Mullen or Sneeko or promote them, then that's showing love. I mean, it's just backwards. It doesn't make any sense, and I don't respect it. I don't respect it at all.
I completely understand his frustration. You know,
damn,
like
bro.
he feels as though, like, you know, we didn't put, like, you know, he feels as though like I didn't stick my neck out for him when Sneeko said what he said about him. But it was just like, I just, me personally, I don't know what else I could have done.
Well, JiDion, what you could have done is you could have stopped promoting Sneeko all the time, and you could have taken a hard stance and said, listen, making up fake rape allegations about someone is fucked up. And I'm not.
You could have said, like, until you apologize for what you did wrong, I'm just not going to associate with you. That's all he had to say. Hey, guys, and then like wait for Sneeko to say that he lied.
Going to fuck with you because of that. And listen, if the roles were reversed, I would have gone to bat for JiDion. I would have gone crazy on someone. If one of my collaborators made up fake rape allegations about him, I would probably beat the fuck out of them. At the very least, I would stop fucking with them. At the very least.
Even though what he's saying does hurt me and everything, like, I'm not gonna, you know, retaliate out of hatred or anything like that, because like I know that's not what he needs. He needs love and support.
Damn.
And
I don't know, bro. Trying to like kind of
or anything like that, because
I wonder if this is a genuine feeling from JiDion or if this is him just almost being condescending. You know?
Because like I know that's not what.
So really quick, somebody in the chat, like you probably popped in late. I've already explained this, but you're defending Sneeko for his perception of the message Brandon said. I said this explicitly, and it's something that you should know if you've engaged in this conversation multiple times, which I have. Is that Sneeko's initial reaction to Brandon Buckingham's Instagram story was, I know he's just trying to disrespect me the way that he felt disrespected. So his first initial reaction was never, he didn't genuinely feel like it was an allegation. He lied. I just need you to understand that. That was proven in Brandon Buckingham's video about Sneeko. So like, you got to understand that when you come into this. So you can't even make the argument that maybe Sneeko had that reaction was genuine, because his initial reaction was like, I know he's just trying to disrespect me, the way he feels disrespected by me. So like that argument doesn't hold any water, right?
He needs love.
And then we can even go on to say that if he does believe that that's a valid sexual assault threat, then that means that what he was doing to Chad in the stream where he was like simulating like sex with her, that's a valid sexual assault threat then. Like, you don't get to have it both ways. It's either one or the other. You know what I mean?
And support. And so I was just telling him, like, bro, you know, I'm not gonna lie, what you're still saying is still hurting me, but like I still have nothing but love for you and everything. And I still do, man. I still have nothing but love for Brandon, because Brandon's genuinely a great guy, man. Like, Brandon, I think he's the most talented creator on the platform, makes some of the best content. And like, it just hurts, man, you know? Like, it hurts. Like, I never had a situation like this where a creator that I was actually friends with, we got into it, you know? Like, obviously I've had my fair share of beefs with other creators, but I never had like it be like something within, you know? Like, you know, it'd be like if Kai was talking bad about me, like, bro, that shit would hurt. And it's like, I don't know how to fucking, like, you know, answer to that. So
JiDion was really dead set on how hurt he is, but I feel like he's failing to understand how hurt I've been by all these rape allegations and no one having my back. Now, I literally found out that all my friends on YouTube, they don't have the same loyalty to me that I would have to them. And that felt terrible. Not to mention my phone number getting leaked and me getting constantly harassed every day about being a rapist because of what Sneeko said.
Damn.
I mean, how are you not understanding how much pain this has caused me, man? Yeah, I get you're upset that I said you're a shitty friend, but you are, in my opinion, a shitty friend. I am not a rapist. Like, lies have been spread about me. I'm not lying about JiDion right now. And like you said right there in that clip, he said, I am the best content creator on the platform in his opinion, or one of the best. Like, so how are you going to say I'm one of the best and you love me and you use my ideas behind the scenes to help your content get better? Anonymously, mind you. Like I didn't ask for credit because he paid me a little bit of money and I wanted to help him, but he never like shouted me out or credited me in any of his videos, which is fine. I'm not asking for that.
Well, I think in some of those videos he was in there. Like he was in the one where they went to like the most racist town in America, which is one that Brandon said he had helped write, or it was like his idea.
But he knows my talent. He knows my my ability to make content, and then he just goes off and never reacts to my videos. Only reacts to Sneeko's and Danny Mullen's videos, who he has said blatantly have wronged me. It just feels like he's trying to use me and then like keep me like low key. Like yeah, I've been in 2 of his main channel videos as like a little side character, but I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. It's like the same issue I have with Andrew Callahan. Andrew Callahan fucking hit me up about my O-Block video. Wanted to do a similar type of video, and then asked for my connections. My connections didn't respond to him. Then he asked me to personally reach out and vouch for them. So I reached out and vouched for him. And then whenever Andrew Callahan's fans were harassing me and berating me, I said, Andrew, like everyone's saying I'm copying you. Like, can't you fucking like do a pinned comment or a story post just to try to quell this hatred and show that like I helped you with the video? And I'm like one of the main reasons you even got to go to O-Block. And he said, no, this is what happens when you take notes from bigger creators. Essentially insinuating that like I'm copying him.
Wow. Damn. Jesus.
In a roundabout way. And you know, I just don't respect that. It's ridiculous. Like you want to be buddy behind closed doors, but publicly you want to act like I don't exist or give me no acknowledgement. I mean, just fuck off with that energy. I don't like that energy. I don't respect it.
That's fucking
I've talked about this in this live stream that I'll put on screen right now. I talked about all this in depth. So I'm not trying to harp on things or
is that what he said? Oh,
in this live stream.
Why I don't like YouTubers. Interesting.
I'll put on screen right now. I talked about all this in depth. So I'm not trying to harp on things or
Andrew too, huh?
Cause hate. Like don't harass any of these people. I'm just clarifying.
I wish nothing but the best for Brandon, man. I hope his mental health gets back to like where it is, and like he's strong and healthy, and he just gets back to making dope content, bro. Because he's a great content creator, and yeah. So that's my opinion on that, man.
Damn, man. I'm feeling. Damn, brother. I'm feeling persuaded by Brandon Buckingham a little bit here. I don't want to like go crazy, but damn, bro. If this is true, it paints everything in a little bit of a different light, you know?
Man, and I stand by it, man. Like, I'm not gonna say anything bad about Brandon, and I still have nothing but love from him. And if he ever wants to talk it out and stuff like that, I'll gladly talk it out with him, bro.
So yeah, as far as JiDion's content, I have maintained this whole time. I think he makes great content, and I've been a big JiDion fan for a while. So I don't want you guys to go harass him or bother him. I'm not looking to make him feel worse or feel bad. I'm just speaking my piece about the thing. And most of you people are here to watch him react to my diss track, so let's get into the diss track reaction now.
Now!
So is this DMCA'd? I'll be so upset if it gets DMCA'd, bro.
It's time, chat.
I wonder, should we watch the full thing? Because I'm not sure if I really want to watch the reaction to this track.
We are going to be reacting to...
Has my opinion on JiDion and Andrew changed more negatively? I guess a little bit. Like I wouldn't like. I gotta take everything with a grain of salt, but
make an example. Brandon Buckingham, ex Chris Dillinger, ex.
JiDion reacted. So no. Oh, you don't think it'll be DMCA'd?
RX and RXK nephew, Sneeko diss track.
Someone explain.
So before I react to it, I'm gonna let you guys know. You know what? Never mind. We're just gonna react to it. I'm gonna get my opinions. I talked to Brandon 2 days ago.
Well, I'm just curious because I don't want to get this fucking shit DMCA'd, bro, and then have to deal with this whole nonsensical nonsense garbage. It's not the full song that means JiDion looking sus. Okay.
I wouldn't say we got into an argument, but we kind of like 2 days ago. Oh, you know what? Never mind. We're just gonna react to it. I'm gonna get my opinions. I talked to Brandon 2 days ago. I wouldn't say we got into an argument, but we kind of like went at it a little bit, but then we kind of came to like a reasoning, and I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna react to a 2 hour 30-minute video, And he was like, no, I perfectly understand that. But I said, I am going to react to your diss track, and I'm going to give you my honest opinions on everything.
Okay.
And he said that's all he wants. So I'm going to do that for him, man. So let's do it.
Here is a man who would not take it anymore.
The fuck?
On this.
Bro, I don't know if I can watch this. I certainly have to turn this down a little bit.
Okay, Danny K, Andrew K, bitch. Watch.
I walk in this bitch like Travis Bickle. No, I gotta make an example. Said some shit that you couldn't handle. All of my dick like a flame to a candle. Made up rape, now I'ma go Rambo. Sneaker's a cuck, making up scandals. Andrew's fake, fuck his whole channel. Danny's gay, suck.
I'm gonna cut because JiDion is silent 90% of the reaction. Okay.
Dicks they dangle, gang, ice.
Shit is cold.
Bro, he ate dinner with my fucking girl, bro. Nico's favorite condom is mayo. We fuck Maria raw like, ayo. You've seen dudes come down her snout. Go tell the kids who watch your videos the truth is you sleep on the couch. You cup, she's on her knees and I'm in her mouth. Trains. Niggas say they straight, but they really.
I'm not gonna lie, when Brandon raps, it low-key sounds like written poetry more than like rap, you know? Like, it still rhymes, but it just gives me written poetry vibes.
Spent 2 bands on the loop.
Oh shit, he said the F word. Fuck, damn, that's I don't know, something about the F word. Like, the F word to me is like the N word for everybody else, you know? Like, I be personally, I would never say the F word. I just can't say it.
Jack, watch this girl get fucked. Sneako Maria, balls in his face. Sneako Maria, making up rape. Sneako Maria,
We run a train, Sneako Maria.
you get what you get and you don't get upset. Not from New York, from Connecticut. Think about this. Hi, Julie. You don't get upset. Not from New York, from Connecticut. Think about
That's an Asian queen right there.
Okay.
That's an Asian queen right there.
this. Hi, Juliet. Pooping on pillows. Andrew Callahan. Dick in his booty. Andrew Callahan. Fake ass friend. Andrew Callahan. O-Block copycat. Andrew Callahan. Cum in his mouth. Danny Mullen. Skinny ass dick. Danny Mullen. Making up lies. Danny Mullen. Fake top.
I'm not gonna lie. About the Andrew Callahan, I was talking to Brandon about that. He was telling me how I think I was in the UK when he was telling me about it. Brandon dropped his O-Block video, and then Andrew hit him up asking him for his connections that he was talking to in the people out in O-Block, and Brandon gave them to him. And he was talking about how like Andrew didn't give him like any credit in the video or nothing like that for like helping him out or nothing, you know.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, that I'm not gonna lie, that's pretty ass. That'll be like if I did a video and my friend was like, "Yo, bro, I want to do something kind of similar."
Well, wasn't it that like that they're saying that Brandon Buckingham was they were saying he was copying Andrew Callahan, Brandon Buckingham, damn. And then he was pissed off that he wouldn't like try to set the record straight. I mean, that is shitty.
And like he gave me no credit, then I'll be like, I'll feel some type.
Yeah, Brandon does like to call people gay. He likes to call them gay as an insult. Yeah, it's true. Hey, listen, no one's perfect. Am I right, brother?
Guy, Danny Mullen.
I see y'all. I see what y'all. Hold on.
Just how quick Brandon is to burn bridges and air everything out. I don't know, something doesn't sit right. No, I know that what's happening is that Andrew didn't copy him, but my understanding is that people were saying that Brandon Buckingham copied Andrew Callahan because he did a similar video, and then Brandon asked him to set the record straight in like a pinned comment, and he said like, no, this is just what happens. That's what he was saying. You know, I do truly wonder, this is a real question, because here's the thing. Okay. So I'm going to make a couple of assumptions that could be right, could be wrong. You know, this is just like a little mentally exploring here. So Brandon apparently went into like some kind of like a mental hospital. He checked himself in. I don't know the specifics. In my experience, sometimes people with some mental health issues can have reactions that might be considered disproportionate, but it's still justifiable. They still have a justifiable feeling, right? So it's possible that some of these things that happened to Andrew, and maybe the better option would have been to talk it out in a better way, or to operate in like a better capacity in some way. Maybe to kind of swallow your pride for a little bit, look at things a little objectively. Maybe take a couple of days, maybe take a week to before you formed an opinion or something. And maybe, I'm saying maybe, the fact that maybe he does struggle with some mental health issues. If what you guys are saying is true, that he went to a mental hospital, maybe that caused him to have a little bit of a disproportionate reaction. And also, you're also mixing in fucking YouTube and like social media fame, and that shit can really fuck you up. So it's possible that Brandon, in my opinion, from what I've seen, is completely justifiable in every way that he thinks and feels. He just might have went a little too far off the deep end. But also, he mentioned that like in his personal life he's been hurt by people before. I think he mentioned that he had like drug addict family. Correct me if I'm wrong on that one. And like I can understand it too because I've interacted with somebody who's like an addict, and like it's hard to take what they say seriously. A lot of times addicts like they're not even. Sometimes they're lying. Sometimes they don't lie, but they mean what they say. But then they end up portraying you anyway. They mean what they say in the moment, but then like the feeling passes, right? And I think that a little bit of that's for everybody, but I've noticed that a little disproportionately in drug addicts. So maybe he's just like a pretty one and done kind of thing, which I can understand. I can respect that as well, So okay, yeah, maybe.
Here, chat. We're gonna watch the full video. We're gonna watch the full video, and then I'm gonna have a quick talk with y'all about something, and then after that,
your brother did overdose. That's sad, brother. That's sad.
Wherever we go from,
I understand where you're coming from. You think that he's very untrustworthy. I get that. I don't know. I don't really get that feeling from Brandon, to be honest with you.
from there, we go from there. But trust me, just let's finish the video, and then I'll get to talking to y'all.
Sugar daddy, not the guy. Every bitch I ain't seen in a minute, she like
Trust me, let's finish the video.
I up this 2-tone Glock and clean this whole bitch out like Germicide. I'm sorry, but I slap a bitch. I'm sorry, babe. I turned this out.
How is XQC famous? How is Ethan Klein famous? Aiden Ross is a dumbass. How the fuck is that shit entertainment?
Interesting.
Who the fuck watches Pokimane? I tried to watch a bit of Pokimane. I'll say this, she's a mid bitch, and I bet that pussy's fucking lame.
Gang shit.
I do not condone that. I think Ethan Klein, Aiden Ross, XQC, and Pokimane are all fantastic content creators. Content creators.
Twitter, fuck Instagram, and fuck everyone named.
Who the fuck is this dude? What did he chat? Who is this guy?
Is that Dan? Who is that? Somebody. Who the fuck is that? I know his dumb face. Sorry, I don't even know who he really is. Jake Lucky's on the left.
I've seen his face before. What did he do?
Yeah.
Danny. Lil Reese scammed me for 150, so honestly, fuck him too.
I never shit on myself, cause that's not what Big F do.
He's a broke bitch, he needs cash. I live in Maryland, come kill my ass.
Niggas talk about us cause they sat inside. So your bitch get fucked by another guy.
Sneako's gay, takes it in the booty, hopping on trends just like Booty loves me.
Oh, sorry. I'm very immature. You take that fucking back. What kind of got me?
Sat inside. So your bitch get fucked by another guy.
Sneako's gay,
Danny Gonzalez, yeah.
takes it in the booty, hopping on trends just like Booty loves man shit. Dookie loves man
That's my boy Pootie? Fuck.
and dick. Fruity
Fuck Sidewalk TV too.
Wait, why are they only burning
and
$1
dick.
bill?
Fruity.
Well, it's only $1. If you're gonna burn it, like burn something, you burn $1. Anybody can burn $1. You know what I mean?
Fuck Sidewalk
Okay, don't burn money. It's illegal, I think.
TV too. Yeah, nigga, fuck Mike Tyson too. Yeah, nigga, fuck JiDion too. Yeah, nigga. Sidewalk TV too. Yeah, nigga, fuck Mike Tyson too. Yeah, nigga, fuck JiDion too. Yeah.
What did Mike Tyson do? What the fuck did Mike Tyson do, bro?
Yeah. That nigga JiDion. Yo, that bitch ass nigger. Who the JiDion think he is? You know what's worse than one YouTube nigga? A black YouTube nigga. That's what's worse. That nigga.
Yeah, nigga, fuck Andrew.
What is he? I guess he's taking it a little personally, but damn.
Callaghan too. Fuck that nigga CZ Kane too. Fuck that nigga Bell on the Vine. That nigga's name.
Man. There's a lot of N-words in this video, guys. That's the worst thing, bro, because I have legitimate OCD and shit, bro. And sometimes if I hear like a lyric, bro, this is the worst. Okay, I'm in my car, you hear like a song. You ever hear a song and 3 weeks later, for whatever reason, it's the only thing in your head? Lady Antebellum happens all the time. It's 1:15. I'm all alone and I need you now. Right? You know what I'm saying, dude. This is gonna be stuck in my fucking head 3 weeks from now. Too many N-words. Stop it. And what I mean, too many of using the N-word. What I mean is there's too many usage of that word. It's too much for me. Not that there's too many N-word. Like, I'm not referring to them as people, okay? Just stop. Okay? It's just gonna get stuck in my fucking head, bro. I can't help it. I'm walking around the house and I'm just like, I'm like singing to, it's gonna be bad. I'm not even gonna realize I'm doing it, bro. Cancelled, bro. Yeah, running up that hill.
I'm not gonna even lie, bro. I was not expecting to see Balin up in that shit.
Andrew Callaghan too. Fuck that nigga CZ Kane too. Fuck that nigga Bell on the Vine. That nigga's name sound dumb as fuck. And fuck that nigga Adam 22. I'ma walk.
Damn, why?
Oh, bro. If you do YouTube, you fucking creating content and going to a website and posting that shit and monetizing it. You.
Like fuck everybody. Swear to God, I'll slap everybody. I got drugs, I'ma tax everybody. Fuck you and everybody who you associate with. You wanna buy?
Yo, you use social media? You.
Okay.
You bitch. You use social media?
I do have ADHD too. ADHD, OCD, all that shit.
You nigga. You little pussy ass nigga. What the fuck you think you are? Posting your shit on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah, it's not a good look that I look as conservative as I do right now with this hat on. My wife likes the hat though. She thinks I look cute, so I like wearing it. You know, I'm also a hat guy now. I don't know why. I just started wearing hats because I'm getting old and I take a medication that makes me burn more easily. So I'm wearing hats outside, and now like it helps my head not be so cold. And now I'm a hat guy. I'm a bald hat guy, but I'm a hat guy. You know what I mean? It's pretty cool.
Oh nigga, you retweet shit?
Stop,
nigga, I'm gonna put this shit between your forehead.
I call back out squad, feel like the baby, where's my body? Stepping that bitch like bass guy. PNB died, I was like bass guy. He was not thinking about bass guy. Got killed for fucking with bass guy. Free them niggas who kill Pop Smoke. Free that nigga see me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna lie, I was joking around with it and everything. Like, you know, me, you know, Bailey and everything. Okay, you know, I was joking about that, but it's just like, free the dudes that killed Pop Smoke. Nah, yeah, that one's too far. No, that's just too far.
I don't know anything about Pop Smoke.
Like literally. Like,
Adam to the two don't know how to act. I got 100 and I'm not whack. Let me get back to these YouTube niggas. I just can't be not a YouTube nigga. They be sneaking like a YouTube nigga. Cloud chasing, I'm getting used to niggas. I'm more Miley than Future nigga. I'm back rapping about Lil Term. They like why you keep mentioning Lil Term. Cause I wanna be like Lil Term. Jump out of nowhere like.
Bro, I think this is the first rapper that ever talked about Lil Tim and not be mad. Like,
I don't know who this is.
I've never heard of. If you guys,
I don't know who this is. I'm white. I'm a white guy. So.
I don't know who Lil Tim is. If I'm not mistaken, I think he's the dude that killed King Von. If I'm not mistaken,
I don't know who any of these people are.
Like,
damn.
Hey man, I guess you like who you like. You know, we can't decide who our idols are gonna be. If his idol, he wants to be just like them.
Lil Term. Kill for my homie like Lil Term. Why y'all wanna blame me like I'm Lil Term? Malcolm X wish he was Lil Term.
Is that? Are they waving a picture of? That looks like Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. Is that who that is? Are we? I mean, come on. Now you're going a little too far, Brent. Hold on. Right? Norman Reedus. Doesn't this look kind of like Norman Reedus? Looks a little bit like Daryl. I'm trying to find a picture of him with his sunglasses on, so I could be like, yeah, that's definitely Daryl. Daryl, The Walking Dead, sunglasses. Damn. I can't believe it. See? Look at this. It's like the same person, bro. Look. Bro. Spitting image. Are you kidding me? Why are you going after Norman Reedus? I'm not serious. I know it's not fucking Norman Reedus.
Cut like Lil Term. I advise everybody move like Lil Term. I'm not going out like Lil Reese. I'm going out like Lil Term. What if Pop Smoke had Lil Term? What if PNB Rock had Lil Term? What if Nipsey Hussle had Lil Term? Everybody in the world need a Lil Term. Kill a nigga at the club like Lil Term. Come home from a body like Lil Term. I'm him, Himothy, bitch, I'm him. Hemi Neutron, Lil Term. RK nephew, Lil Term.
Okay.
Bro, if I'm Lil Tim and I get out of jail, that's my fucking ringtone, man. That is my ringtone. That is my.
He might actually have a phone in jail, though. Some people do.
My entrance song anytime I walk into an establishment. I'm changing my name to Little Tim.
What's the point of this? What are the point of us watching this, by the way? Like, I feel like we could have skipped through this part.
This is, okay. I am signing him to my record label. This is my man. If I am Little Tim.
I guess it makes sense for the context. But.
I am fucking copywriting the song.
I got more hoes than Bad Bunny. Sneako be moving like Bad Bunny.
Bust down Rolly Avalanche. AMP Kai's raps are trash. Smack that midget.
I thought it was Bad Barbie.
Bitch, pat him on his head like a little kid. Send him off to school with a lunchbox. JiDion gets giddy off his cum shot. JiDion rides fence like he rides dick. Two-faced fake friend, little bitch. Nico.
You see that? JiDion rides fucking people's dicks. He's a fake. Like, what am I? He rides dick. I'm a two-faced fake friend, little bitch.
I wonder if JiDion ever actually like sat back and like tried to think about why Brandon was feeling this way. You know what I mean? I wonder if he like sat back and be like, why does he feel this way? But rather than like, you know, getting upset, which I understand can be a hard thing. You know?
Yeah, JiDion, you little bitch. How you like riding that dick? You like riding dick, huh? Yeah, you like riding that dick, huh? I bet you love riding that dick, huh? They hit that money shot on you. Bing, bing.
Fuck Nico, fuck Andrew Callahan, fuck Danny Mullen, fuck JiDion, fuck AMP Cod, fuck CZ Kane, fuck Adam 22, fuck Balin Levine, fuck Danny Duncan, and fuck Nelk. You can
It's a lot of guys you want to fuck, Brandon.
all suck my fucking dick. Z will do it. Ha. Cole.
Nice. Okay.
You can't allow him to.
You know what that kind of reminded me of, though? To be honest with you, I'm just being real with you. It reminded me, it reminded me a little bit of Patrice Wilson. You know who this guy is? The Patrice Wilson. It kind of reminds the production value quality. I'm not trying to be a dickhead. Reminds me of this guy. You know, he's like the It's Friday. He's the one who produced it. You know, wow, he's ripped. Damn, good for you, brother. Anyway,
I am gonna deny that request to suck any penis. You know, I am not a homosexual. But if there's any homosexuals that would like to take that offer, I can arrange for you guys to meet and you can take it up on my behalf. So now, chat.
interesting.
I'm gonna tell you guys why we just reacted to that. One thing first, you guys want to react to it. You know, someone donated and you guys are like, I know he sees the chat and everything. He's not gonna react to it. Well, I just reacted to it. First, I'm gonna give my honest opinions on it. I feel like there was definitely some good bars in there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know what half the people that he did to him.
True.
Especially, I don't know what Kai or
I know what Kai did.
The Danny Gonzalez dude did to him, or Nelk, but you know they had to have done.
I guess, are they all in the same sphere? Is that why he did that?
Something. They're in the diss track. I think it went too long. I think it was a lot. I think it was really too long. It was way too long.
It was a little long. It was 16 minutes.
Way too long. And I feel like the message could have came across in 6 minutes, maybe 5 minutes 30 seconds. I feel like the message could have came across. So the reason why I reacted to it is because, so what happened was, I'm trying to get the timeline right.
What did Kai do? I believe Kai was the guy that was in the room, I could be wrong, with Sneeko, and Sneeko was constantly asserting and insisting that he threatened to sexually assault his girlfriend. And Brandon wanted them to be more actively against what he was saying. Or am I wrong about that? Is that another person I'm thinking of? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know I don't know.
The reason why I reacted to it. What is the timeline? Fuck. You know what? I'm not gonna even get into that. The diss track's made. What it said is said, and everything.
No, that wasn't him. Who was that? That's Steezy? Bro, I don't fucking know. Like I said before, I'm an old fucking man. I'm allowed to get everything wrong, so that's okay.
In the best. I'm not gonna take no offense to it. You know.
Plus, I did do a nice little banger of a singing job earlier too, so you guys are gonna have to give me credit for that.
Right. I just hope he doesn't pull up on me. Like, that'd be kind of scary. But other than that, he can say whatever he wants about me. But we move, please.
All the King's men cannot put it back together.
The new merch is hard. That is
pretty good.
That is some cold ass riding merch. I'm not gonna lie.
There again.
But nah, man. I think Brandon had every right to go at Sneeko. You know, fucking, if you make fake rape accusations, you can go at anybody online and stuff. Now, everybody else in it, that's up to you guys to decide if they deserved it. Who the fuck am I, Like, bro, like, literally, like, why do you guys want my opinion? Like, it's already done. Like, what the fuck am I going to be like? Am I going to say something so profound that is going to change the way everybody thinks about everything? No, it's like, you guys, I definitely have my opinions. Don't get me wrong. But you guys have your opinions. I have my opinions. But what I will say...
I wonder why he's not giving his opinions off. Just a genuine question. Maybe,
is, now that the saga's over with and he got his piece out about Sneeko and everything, I hope that he can move on into the future, like, without this still weighing on his mind. Because I hope, like, this was a great outlet for him. And I'm going to just leave it at that.
So, yeah, it was a fine reaction. He didn't seem to be a big fan of the video, but I didn't expect him to. I almost expected him to talk more shit. And I would have respected it if he talked more shit. I still respect the fact that he did it on stream. And, yeah, props to JiDion for being the only person in the diss track to react to it. We have a lot of great memories together. I definitely consider him a very, very close friend, but that's out the window.
I will say, though, here's what I'm going to say. I don't know the specifics of their relationship, but what I will say is if you guys did have such a great relationship, it seems a little bizarre to me to throw it out over this situation. Like, I don't know the specifics. I think that generally JiDion's in the wrong for what happened, but it does, maybe you had a disproportionate response to what happened. At least when it comes to JiDion, who you said has been like a real friend to you and whatnot for a long period of time, for however long. So maybe you should try to be a little more forgiving, and maybe this could have been handled better in private. Honestly, that might have been like a little bit better, Because I don't know, because I don't know the whole story. It's hard to, like, I don't know how good of friends they are. I don't know how good their relationship was. I don't know how good everything, you know, sometimes friends fuck each other over and they don't mean it. And what Brandon said earlier, that he cuts people off the second they fuck with him, or they make him, or they wrong him in some capacity. I understand that, but at the same end, you know, the forgiveness might be better. You know, unless you think JiDion was trying to be an asshole. Because, you know, JiDion, you know, you guys are coming through different, you guys have two different life experiences that are going to lead you to like different directions. And so, like, you know, that's one of the hardest things about developing a friendship, is developing a friendship with somebody that has like a different background than you and will say things differently and they'll interpret things differently and they'll be different in general. You know, for me, I'm a very blunt guy. I say some crazy shit sometimes. I like to make jokes. You know, and I have friends who really identify with that. But being on the internet has taught me a lot about being a little more sensitive to other people. And, you know, that doesn't mean I have to give my whole identity and who I am up. It doesn't mean I have to be, it doesn't mean I can't be funny or make some edgy jokes here and there. But it means that generally speaking, I'll try to be a little more, I'll try to be more sensitive when I'm around more sensitive people, even in the real world. That doesn't mean that I'm a bad person because I make edgy jokes that might offend people unintentionally, you know? That doesn't make them a bad person for being a little more sensitive than me. You know what I'm saying, dude? I'm thinking maybe this didn't need to become like a public thing, and it could have been a little more behind the scenes. And they could have salvaged that kind of relationship, because it's not a good idea to do stuff to go like that crazy. You know what I'm saying? Again, maybe I don't know the full context, but it sounds like from what Brandon's saying, they were really good friends. So it seems like a shame to blow it out over this. You know. You know.
And it is what it is. So, as much as I respect him reacting to the diss track, he later went on about 30 minutes later, and guess what he did? He reacted to Sneeko. In typical JiDion fence-sitting fashion, he reacted to my video, and then he went and reacted and promoted Sneeko. And that is the exact reason I don't like JiDion, and I don't respect him as a human. Because he's fake and he's two-faced, so.
I don't know, brother. So I didn't watch I didn't watch any of that on stream, but I was like, because I watched the Sneeko video and I was like doing work the other day, so I was like fucking bored. And this came on my For You page, so I was like, oh, what does he have to say? I watched maybe a third of it or a half of it. JiDion wasn't even really defending Sneeko. He was mostly like correcting where he was wrong. I understand. Okay, so I understand the concept of. Okay, Jesus fuck. Okay, so I understand where Brandon's coming from. The reason that Brandon is having this perspective is a couple different reasons from watching this video. Reason number one, it sounds like JiDion will react to other people's videos, but not Brandon's. And when it comes to reacting to other people's videos, it's showing love. And this is what Brandon said, when it comes to reacting to Brandon's videos, he doesn't want to like disrespect him like that or take the steam off the video. So that's something that frustrates him. I understand that. Issue number two is that JiDion will like sit on lives with Sneeko and platform him in that capacity, which bothers Brandon because he doesn't push back enough or at all really, or you know, enough against the false accusations. And so I understand that. However, also sometimes it's just making content, and I think that JiDion was just reacting to this video to make content. I don't think that makes him fake. I think that this is one of those things where this is what happens though when you start to dislike a person. It can be very easy for you to generate like a negative perspective on that person. Am I saying it right? JiDion? Dude, I can't pronounce words, bro. Come on. So yeah.
And that is the exact reason I don't like JiDion and I don't respect him as a human. Because he's fake and he's two-faced. So he wants to act like we're so close, we're so buddy.
Okay.
And he's still reacting to Sneeko and still promoting Sneeko.
Yeah, I think that some of it's a little petty. Well, I think it's always a little petty from Brandon.
Where he's supposed to be like doing me a solid and reacting to the video, the diss track. So let's get into his reaction to Sneeko.
Sneeko's last message.
After nearly a decade.
Let's see what Sneeko got to say.
Of dedicating my life. After nearly a decade of dedicating my life's work to YouTube.com,
They terminated all of my channels. If it's not obvious, anything can be labeled as cyberbullying and anything can be labeled as harassment. So I posted a YouTube short on my main channel saying, hey guys, I can't stream for 2 weeks. I'll see you soon. And YouTube hit me with the circumvention strike, and that's how they were able to delete everything off the platform. Even though there's channels right now who have done the same thing. Hey guys, I can't stream because I have a strike. I'll see you soon. It's an excuse. There's no consistency with the rules.
Damn. So from all my non-YouTubers out there, what he's basically saying is, and I just figured out about this, when you're banned on, let's say you get a strike on YouTube, right? I can't post on my main channel. And so like on my second channel, if I get a strike, that means I can't post anything on my main channel. If I do post anything on my main channel, that's like account evasion, ban, and so like they can take away both. So him posting that short is how they got his main channel. Okay, damn.
So this part about strikes is complete bullshit. If you have a Google AdSense account that's connected to multiple YouTube accounts, and one of the accounts get deleted, all the accounts get deleted. So they're trying to spread this weird ass narrative that Sneako's getting targeted and he's getting censored intentionally for speaking the truth. Dude, if the Buckingham
Okay, so really quick, that's not what JiDion was saying. So what JiDion is saying, okay, this is what Sneako is saying, and this is what JiDion... So Sneako has multiple strikes. What Sneako is saying is that he got, my understanding, is that he got a strike on one of his channels. It could have been the main alt, it doesn't really matter. One of his channels, and that caused him to get a week suspension. However, if you post on any channel connected to you or owned by you, you will get another strike for basically ban evasion. So like I have the Papa Gut channel and the Papa Gut leftover. So let's say I get a video on the Papa Gut channel is taken down and I'm banned for a week. Let's say that happens. I can't post on the secondary channel or else that's considered like ban evasion. That's my understanding of what JiDion is saying, and it makes sense. He's not going along with the conspiracy that Sneako is being targeted. I watched a bit more of the video, and from what I saw, again, I didn't watch the full thing, but it seemed like he was kind of speaking against that as being the narrative. When they get up to the point where Sneako's like, look, they're playing my videos at the Senate as I'm like a national risk or risk to national security. JiDion clowns on him, and it's like, no, it's because Nick Fuentes was there. Because JiDion was there too. He says, I was there too. What do you think that they're watching me? No, it literally says, and Sneako kind of cuts that part out, that they're explicitly talking about Nick Fuentes, and he's talking about how Jews run the world, basically. And then, of course, you know, Sneako's cock-riding it because he's an anti-Semitic dick face. But, so, like, Brandon's perspective, okay, I think that, listen, because I think Brandon's a very genuine person. You see a lot of disingenuous people, and they'll have dishonest reactions intentionally, and they'll sensationalize stuff. But I think that this is a genuine reaction from Brandon Buckingham. But I think what happened is that he has too negative of a perspective of JiDion to a point where, is it G? I don't fucking care how you say it. Call him J-Dog. He has too much of a negative interpretation of J-Dog. And so it's dragging, it's too negative, and it's making his reactions like too disproportionate, you know? And I get it, but I feel like I just don't agree with that narrative there.
account got deleted, my Brandon Buckingham account will get deleted. That's just how it works. If one account gets terminated, both accounts get terminated.
Yeah, that's not what they were talking about, though. They were talking about, like, the reason that he got terminated was because he got an additional strike because he posted on the main channel. He posted, like, a short on, I think it was the main channel, one of the channels, when the other channel was banned. So they considered ban evasion, they gave him another strike, and then, like, he's saying they used it as an excuse to pull him down. But that's what he's saying.
And JiDion is allowing him to spread these lies. And you might say, well, JiDion doesn't know. Do you want to see a clip where JiDion knows that he's lying and JiDion's spreading misinformation blatantly?
Because I don't know if you realize this, but if my second channel gets terminated, not only is the second channel that I love, the extra content that I give to y'all is gone, but also, if you have a channel terminated on YouTube, you cannot have any other channels. So since my second channel and my main channel are connected, my main channel is going to get connected. So
this doesn't really prove anything, though.
Two of my major sources of income could have been gone just from some straight up BS from YouTube.
He already knows what the deal is, bro. You know what the deal is, and that's just crazy that you acting wild and lying to promote and support Sneako. It's just bullshit, bro. These people are so fake. I don't want anything to do with them. I don't want to be their friend because they were never my friend to begin with.
I don't think that Brandon interpreted that right. The thing that Sneako was saying is that he got banned because he got an additional strike for ban evasion for posting on one of his other accounts while he was banned on the other account. And that was just JiDion. And JiDion was explaining that. And then another clip was JiDion talking about JiDion. I don't care. JiDion? Dude, I don't care anymore. Was him talking about why, like, when one channel gets erased, all your channels get erased.
And then here JiDion goes again, promoting Sneako and promoting this
they were talking about strikes in the first half, and then it sounded like they were talking about bans in the second half.
Bullshit that they're after him.
But back to Sneako. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. They're after him. They're after my boy. But, you know, obviously I don't agree with everything he has to say and everything, but I feel like he has a right to say what he wants to say, you know? As long as it's not racist, homophobic, you know.
Well,
toward in violence or anything like that.
Well, not for nothing, but like I will say that he's been. Listen, I don't really think that Sneako should have been banned. But between the there's some shit that like I could see why he would get pulled down. I wouldn't be surprised if they removed that one video for sexual harassment against that girl Chad for like being very aggressive about the simulation of sex. It wasn't a simulation of sexual assault, but it was still over a line. I can understand why they would remove that. The ban evasion, I understand that. The COVID misinformation, I understand that. People would die. A lot of people died. And so like they were protecting that. Even though I don't think that they should have banned COVID misinformation, they should have done like a thing at the bottom that was like, hey, here's the information on COVID. This is why this is wrong. Either way. But I mean, if you think that he should be banned for saying racist shit, I think that you should throw I think that you should also throw anti-Semitic shit in there, and he was certainly being fucking anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? Even in that clip he showed, I think it's hard to hear with the audio. After Nick says that Jews run the world, he starts doing like the mocking it, going da 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 da, like kind of. That's what it sounds like. Could be wrong about that, but that's what it sounded like. The audio was so fucking weird on it. So. Yeah. If you think that should be included in like the racism and homophobia and whatnot.
So like, bro, you can say whatever you want, man.
As long as it's not racist or homophobic, then JiDion's fine with it. So you can make up fake rape allegations against one of his brothers or his closest friends.
Yeah, that's another thing that bothered me. That's why I don't feel bad for Sneako, because of that fucking fake allegation.
And that's fine. But just don't be racist or homophobic. Because JiDion doesn't like that.
But yeah, man. Shout out to Sneako, man.
Yeah, shout out to Sneako, man. The guy that made up those terrible allegations about Brandon. Really cool of you, JiDion. You're a good friend, man. God is happy. I'll pray for you.
Being real and being authentic always wins. Seeing real people, it like low-key agitates them, because you see someone real, it's like, fuck. Because if you don't stand for anything, then you'll fall.
Well, who's real? Are you saying that Sneako's real? He's not real at all. Sneako is like one of the least honest content creators I've ever seen in my entire life. He is as unintelligent and dishonest as I am morbidly obese and unhealthy. I don't know what else to say. I'm not trying to be an asshole. Like we said before, he doesn't stand for anything. He's just a contrarian to the mainstream. That's why he'll say COVID is a fucking conspiracy, and he'll discount valid, objective COVID statistics. But when somebody confronts him, Nick Fuentes, and tells him that he, as like a fucking person of color, is biologically, mentally inferior to white people, he's like, oh, well, I don't know if I agree, but can you show me the statistics? Why are you having... Why wouldn't you have the same energy of like your statistics must be wrong? Why are you so open? Why are you so open to this narrative, which is clear bullshit? Oh, because you're anti-mainstream. You're not pro critical thinking. You're anti-mainstream. He's not a real content creator. He just like shits and cries all the time. Okay. So yeah,
fall for everything, man. Fuck that nigga JiDion. Yo, fuck that bitch ass.
Okay. So yeah, after watching that was something. Listen, here's my overall take after watching that video. I think that personally, Brandon Buckingham did get wronged. It seems like some of the people around him aren't treating him the way that he should be treated. But then on the other end, I do also think that, excuse me, sorry, heartburn. I think that Brandon has like a little bit of a disproportionate response, and I think that's leading him to be like a little bit too uncharitable towards specifically JiDion. And he doesn't have to be, but I think it would be good to try to be a little more forgiving than that. Try to like, leverage a friendship. If you had a good friendship with somebody, at the end of the day, your friends are always going to fuck you over on accident. Or not always, but that's going to unfortunately happen, or may unfortunately happen, where they're going to unintentionally fuck you over. And I think it's good to try to work it out in private. I think that we need to normalize private interactions with some of this stuff. That would be nice. Everyone, thank you so much for watching, and a special shout out to all my Patreon patrons, my YouTube members, and my Twitch subs. If you'd like to learn how you can contribute even more than you already are by simply watching the video, you can check the links down below, which will unlock a special feature depending on the platform that you subscribe to, such as Patreon here, that will get your name right here on this wall. Thank you so much, guys, again for watching, and have a good one.